anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go. You've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. Let's go. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. There's the pressure. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Bailey. With the catch, it's Anderson. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got a little space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and getting him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, NC State! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils get it past the sticks. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the cross. On 1st down, he knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these core routes. He catches them in the body.
Run to the right. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Coming out with it, it's Scott. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach being Palmer.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Right back to the well. Turning it up and into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 they push out that lead. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him! And the sack! All the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his... It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game. But right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Smothers.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grimes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And it's incomplete on third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the...
There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Blue Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. That's caught. It's Anthony. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
Now the play fake. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, give on the inside. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short. Really breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Calls his own number. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Moore. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the catch, it's Grimes. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throwing right. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Let's go to the studio. Check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 35 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little...